Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Canada's Own, and I'm back for another rebuild. It's been a small hiatus because I was traveling across the country, back home for school for this upcoming year, and because of that, there was a shortage of videos. But today, we're going to be doing a little bit more of an easy one, just because I'm still moving in, unpacking a bunch of stuff, and we're going to be trying to go 3 for 3 with the Okc Thunder. We may look to move guys, otherwise they may just sit at the end of the bench. But we're going to get to simulating, and I'm going to see you guys at the trade deadline where we attempt to add a backup center to this roster. So here we go. Okay, so not at the trade deadline yet. We're about 15 games out, but I have put together a little bit of a trade. The Clippers are in a downward spiral. We are going to try and land them, actually. I will give them... Okay, never mind. Wrong pick, I guess. We will give them this lottery protected Jazz pick. And another thing I wanted to mention that I forgot at the start. This roster is saved for the upcoming season, but it's in the previous season. So everything says 2023, 2024, but picture it as starting in the 24-25 season. So everything looks like it's a year behind, or everything looks like it's this past year, but it's actually a year ahead. So we will give them that Jazz pick. I will overpay for Zubac only because I don't think that the Clippers are going to sell so low on a center and not get something of value in return. Like, we'll give them this swap and this top 10 protected pick, Dylan Jones and Kenny Hustle to make the money work, and we get Kai Jones and Ivica Zubac. They should accept this, and there we go. So 24-9, a little bit outside of the trade deadline. We will... That's not what I wanted to do. Have the CPU rebuild the rotation. And there we go. So we'll give iHeart his 26. Actually, you know what? We may go with 24 to both the centers. Shea, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, iHeart. Chet, I want at the 4 because I don't think they're going to pay Isaiah Hartenstein all this money to bring him off the bench. So I see a world where Chet's running the 4 in most of his time next year, if not splitting the 4 and 5 with Isaiah Hartenstein. We're going to go straight to the end of the season now, and I will see you guys when we've hopefully clinched that 1 seed. All right, end of the season is here. Luka Doncic is your MVP. Zachary Rizache is your Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year in Denver. I'd like to see that. Wemby Depoy, Jalen Johnson, Most Improved this year. Jason Tatum, Clutch Player of the Year. And Mark Dagno is your Coach of the Year. We also get Executive of the Year because of our one trade of Ivica Zubac and our re-signing of Alex Caruso, I guess. Clinch the 1 seed, as you'd expect. We've got the Houston Rockets here. Take a look at this team. Freddie, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, and Alperen Şengün. So that is about what you'd expect from this roster. And scoring spread, before we get into the playoffs, was 24 from Shea, almost 20 from J-Dub, Chet 17, 11 from Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins 10, Isaiah Joe 10. We should get through the Rockets handily. Wonderful. I love not being stressed. The Nuggets now, they are known to be a thunder stopper in 2K at times. This team's really good. Jokic is as good as anybody in basketball, but I think we're the better team. So we'll simulate the round. Oh my God, we get through it in 4. We get the Lakers in the conference finals with no major changes, it looks like. This team should be significantly undermatched, and we sweep them as well. We sweep our way to the NBA Finals on the backs of Shea averaging 25, 8, and 13 in the conference finals. And we get the Celtics. This is a team who could stop us. Now, we'll go game by game here. Game 1 goes to the Thunder. 2 to the Celtics. 3 to the Thunder. 4 to the Thunder. And game number 5, we take the first ring of the video. Shea is your finals MVP, averaging 27, 4, and 9 with 2 steals on 50-50, 92 splits. So we will take a look at player progression here. And then if there's anything... Holy cow, 89 for Chet, 88 for J-Dub, 83, 83, 79. Caruso's an 82. Okay, so he didn't progress. He was just on fire. He's an 83, though, according to the top left. The rest of these guys progress slightly. And even Kai Jones gets up to a 74. I will see you guys when we get to the end of the regular season. So here goes year number 2. All right, so we've got a trade here from the Portland Trailblazers. Still building a little bit. They're not quite ready yet to compete, but we're going to give them another foundational piece in Nikola Topic, who should be a pretty good rookie. He was drafted just this year, a little later in the lottery because of an injury before the combine. And we're going to take from them Denny Avdia, and we're going to waive this guy, who shall not be named. And we're going to give them 2 first-round picks. This swap best will be the Clippers pick, and then we'll also give them this lottery-protected Heat first. We are going to give them back Matisse Thybulle to make the money work. And originally it was Ousmane Dieng in the deal, but because we already traded for him, I figured why trade for him back? And we need to be overpaying because of the value that we're getting back. So we're going to land Denny Avdia. This team is again eclipsing 60 wins with 63 this year. No MVP for Shea, unfortunately. Earl Chase, Rookie of the Year. Lonzo's 6th Man of the Year now in Denver. That's crazy that they replaced Russ, who won 6th Man of the Year, with Zoe. We will have the Golden State Warriors, who are still running out the same lineup, but instead of Trace Jackson Davis, they, I guess you could say, upgraded to Nikola Vucevic, I guess, in terms of overall. But this team should not be much of a challenge for us, as we lose the first game. Made me a little nervous. We win game 2 and game 3, and we take game 4. So we get the Timberwolves in round number 2, who are running out a lineup of Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Cat, and Rudy Gobert, which is a very good team. So they could not give us a challenge, evidently, according to 2K. We run into Denver and the MVP. They're running back the same lineup. Somehow Jamal Murray regressed in overall. Peculiar, but that helps us. So we're going to run it back, and we take it in 5. We get the Magic in the NBA Finals. That's a sight that I have not seen in a little bit. We go 12-2 on our way to the NBA Finals and land up against the Orlando Magic, who have Chris Paul, Franz Wagner, Jimmy Butler, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. So they've made some serious changes to their starting lineup. We take game 1 and game 2, game 3, and unfortunately for Jimmy, we take game number 4. We are 2 for 2 going into year number 3. We're going to speed this process up. Chris Paul is coming back, I guess. D-Rose is coming back. DeMar, he's got a year left. He might as well come back. And now the big concern is going to be, well, draft lottery first. So the Blazers got the number 1 overall pick from that trade. So that's looking great for them and great for us because we want a chip because of it, and they got the first overall pick from the Clippers now. Staff signing, Mark Daigneault. Have to get him back. Have to get him back, unless he retired, in which that would suck. But he's right here. We're going to give him the maximum budget, and we're going to sign him instantly. That's the only change that we're going to make there. We'll go to the NBA draft. We're going to simulate right past it, right into rookie signings, see if we've got anybody. Welcome to the team, Damian Hunter, I guess, who was the 21st pick of the draft. Stacey Samuels, sorry, buddy. Casey Wallace, Craig Porter Jr. We're going to let Craig go. You got a ring. We're going to have to let you hit the market, though. QOs, Chet for sure, Doo-Wop, Jalen Williams. Yeah, this is going to be an expensive offseason for us. So, bird rights. J-Dub. Just came off a year where he averaged 21.5 points per game. Does he have any real offers? He doesn't. The Pelicans gave him 1 year at 5.3. So we should be able to get a bit of a hometown discount on the kid. Maybe not, I guess. 32 over 5. If we did it flat and did 32.5. Let's do 33. That you offers. Nothing. Expensive. But how can we not afford Chet, but we can just match whatever deal he gets as long as we don't renounce the rights on him. So we get Jada back. Chet has some offers from the Kings. He's got a 3-year 110, which means we're likely going to have to match that deal, and we will. So we get Chet Holmgren back on a 3-year deal. Doesn't much matter because this will be the last year of the rebuild. And this team, we're going to run it back because we are really, really good. We're coming off back-to-back rings, and we're only progressing because of how young that this roster is. Shea's up to a 98, Chet to a 90, J-Dub stays at an 88, 85 for Denny, so only a +2 after the overall change, which is pretty sweet. Center core stays the same. Casey Wallace is an 82 now. Lou Dort is an 81, Isaiah Joe's a 79, and Aaron Wiggins stays at a 79. So I will see you guys at the end of the regular season unless we make a significant change before the trade deadline. All right, for the 3rd straight year, Shea misses All-NBA first team in favor of being on second team. We don't land anyone else on the All-NBA teams, unfortunately, for the third consecutive year of the rebuild. We do get him back on all defensive first team, and Chet, okay, fell from all defensive teams. So, only thing that we did was we picked up Nick Claxton for Isaiah Hartenstein, 2 seconds, and a first-round pick. I felt like the defense was a bit more necessary than Isaiah Hartenstein's average defense, to put it, or slightly above average defense, where Nick Claxton is a serious rim-protecting center. Now, we get the Sacramento Kings in series number 1, who have Davion Mitchell. So, okay, De'Aaron Fox is gone. This team should not challenge us in the slightest bit, and we take it in 5 games. Now, the coach game plan, I would actually like to edit this a little bit just in case. Now, we did run a 9-man for most of the year. Oh my god, Shea's up to a 99 overall. So I think we're actually going to drop minutes from everybody and just up them to the big dogs, and we'll give just like that. So now we get Denver for the 3rd consecutive year. We meet Denver before the NBA Finals. Jamal is back up to an 88. They have Jalen Green at the 2 now, with Chris Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. So MPJ is likely a Rocket. And they're on the other side playing against Dallas. So here we go. We lose game number 1. Game number 2. And we simulate the round. We take it in 6, and we get the Dallas Mavericks in the conference finals. Now, Luka, on his own, can be a super team stopper in 2K. It doesn't matter what lineup you trot out. If Luka's on fire, it's over. And we go down 3-0 instantly. Game 4, we get swept. Luka and Jalen Brunson, and we fail yet another three-peat challenge. Jalen Brunson is your finals MVP with severely lackluster numbers, as we go 2 for 3 in 3 seasons, and unfortunately, we're going to have to end the video without that 3rd ring. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.